Really want that Cultivate. Oh, they give it, I think they give it to us. There it is, there's a Cultivate, nice. Card advantage, finally. It does give us something we can discard too to the Locust God.
Today on Commander Replay, it's the final Midnight Hunt for Red October video with Vadrik Astral Archmage. Can our blue-red Spellslinger get us the win? Find out next on Commander Replay. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, feel free to check out my Patreon, link below.
Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Vadrik Astral Archmage today. Take a look at this opener. It's okay. If we draw a third land, it's fine. I'm going to try it. It's a little risky, honestly. I'm cheating on lands a little bit in this deck. I guess worst case, we can cycle a Fist of Flames and try to get to another land if we need to do it that way. But Sorcerer class is interesting. That will allow us to loot also, which might be helpful here. So we'll probably try to get that one in fairly soon. Let's start with the island, and we'll pass like that. We could probably tap out, but on the random off chance that we need to rapid hybridize something. I don't think we're expecting that kind of game. Oh, Boots coming in for opponent, but yeah, probably not going to need to hybridize anything on turn 2. There's a Tribelder. Those are pretty good. There's a Soul Ring for opponent. Brings back to our turn, we draw a Deflecting Swat. Not exactly what I was looking for. I think I'm going to go for the Sorcerer class first. Get that loot going. No idea what we're going to discard if we don't find stuff here, but... well, Mana Vault is a card. Saheeli's Artistry is cool, but it's a ways away. Oh, what else? Deflecting Swat is so good. Maybe the Rapid Hybridize? Yeah, I guess we can get it back later if we need it. I'd rather keep the stuff that makes mana. Key to the City for opponent. Yeah, that's not great with Charix. Gonna have Shroud and Unblockable. Hexproof and Unblockable. That can kill you quickly. And a Colossus Hammer to boot. No big deal. Druid class for opponent. Pretty good card. Tribelder gonna poke us. Down to 39. Talisman for opponent. Oh man. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of the library. You may reveal a land or instant or sorcery. Put them in the hand. That actually sounds kind of tempting, to be completely honest with you. But I think we've got the Mana Vault in the Trinket Mage play, which should be pretty good. Silas Wren coming into play. Yep. There's a Valakut Awakening. That is a land that we can play, so let's get that into play. It does come in tap, sadly, but we're still going to do the thing we talked about. Cast the Mana Vault, cast Trinket Mage, use the ability, get... Oh, we get Voltaic Key, which would also be pretty good. It's easier to break up that combo, though, so we'll just get Soul Ring instead. Play the Soul Ring. Pass like that. Key to the City becomes untapped. Mole Drifter for opponent. Brings back to our turn, Mana Vault trigger. Not paying. Ooh, there's an island. Making that next land drop. Love it. Love it. Let's get our commander in, even though I really want to cast the Wandering Archaic. We can also cast Baral. Yeah, we'll cast Baral, why not? And for some reason, we can Fist and Flames if we need to. Next turn, we can also level this thing up, and we'll have a bunch of creatures to tap. So, doesn't seem awful. Stealer of Secrets for opponent. We are going to need to find some decent card draw at some point here. Vastwood Surge. Search a library for 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield. Opponent to get themselves an Augur of Autumn last turn. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands from the top of your library. Coven, as long as you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. That's pretty solid. Late in the game, that can generate you a lot of card advantage. We should take a look at our commander, by the way. It's Vadrik Astral Archmage, 3 mana for a 1/2. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as it enters the battlefield. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vadrik's power. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a +1/+1 counter on Vadrik. Pretty interesting. Reminds me a lot of Mizzix. Maybe a slightly harder condition to meet, though. But there is some value in the fact that this thing will get bigger over time. The fact that Mizzix is a 2/2 does mean it dies to a lot of things. And it doesn't really give you much value in combat. This could, theoretically block a little bit later in the game as it gets bigger. And that stuff can be relevant. But overall, I would say if you're just looking to go balls to the wall Spellslinger, Mizzix is probably still the better option. But, this is the fun new version, so why not try it out? One's going to kick a Skyclave Relic. Yeah, I'm jealous. It's a lot of mana. Brings it back to our turn. Mana Vault bites us again. Hit our next land. Love it. Love it. Play the Mountain. Yeah, that gives us enough to go upgrade Sorcerer class. We're on level 2, so creatures can tap for instant and sorcery spells or to upgrade our classes. And then we'll cast Wandering Archaic. I'm really excited about this one. Haven't really had much of a chance to use it. I know a lot of people have talked about it. Chaotic said he took a risk that didn't pay off. Well, that happens sometimes. Champ's gonna Mystical Tutor. Puts a Blasphemous Act. Bident of Thassa. Stealer of Secrets can't be blocked. Okay. Over to Zombie Caller. Hits him, draws 2, Stealer of Secrets and the Bident of Thassa. That's a nice little play right there. It goes back up to 5 cards in hand. Landfall for Zombie. Ooh, that's a Nykthos. That can get you late in the game. That's a Natural Order. That's not going to help us at all. Use the ability. You can shuffle, though. No green creatures. Into a Protean Hulk. No big deal. Levels up their Druid class. Ooh, nice. They're going to Chaos Warp on the Protean Hulk. Use the ability. I mean, I'm tempted to, like, Chaos Warp one of our own things, but the boots also are not a bad idea. Hey, finally got to copy a spell with Wandering Archaic, though. Very exciting. KO gets an aura that's probably about to be blown up here. Here comes Kraum. Okay, not going Blasphemous Act this turn. Love it. Love it. 4-4 over to Zombie. 2-2 over to KO. Brings it back to our turn. Mana Vault. I mean, are we untapping that thing? I think we are. Think we are. Don't have a ton going on right here. Another land. Play the land. Crack the land. Get Volcanic Island. We'll cast the Fist in Flames right here. Choosing our commander. Oop, it only costs a single red. How about that? There's a Talisman. Play a Talisman. Kraum will draw. I'm jealous. Upgrade this thing. Because why not? And can't block that. We're not going to block that. Might as well poke Zombie, I guess. Key to the City for opponent. Aqueous Form. Really going in on the Stealer of Secrets here. When it attacks, they can scry, so I think they're probably trying to set up land drops. Manifold Key. Kraum draws again. Yep, Kraum is going to run away with this thing, I think. 4-2 into us. Yep, they'll scry. Draws 2 more. Bident of Thassa and Stealer of Secrets. I'm jealous. Everyone has way more cards than us. Soul Ring for KO. Has the Manifold Key Soul Ring combo. Gets himself some extra colorless mana if he wants to. Plays land, gains life. What does it say again? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, that spell deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of instant and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. That's pretty cool. Beacon of Creation. Nice. Oh, they're probably going to pay for it. They don't pay for it. Love it. Love it. Get ourselves a Beacon of Creation. Oh, that's Champ's definitely just going to play Blasphemous Act. That being the case. Wait, do we not get a copy? Maybe they paid 2. That's a 16-16. That's not great. Should talk about our opponents, by the way. We do have Chaotix piloting Charix the Raging Isle. It's going to be a mono blue Voltron deck. And Charix, a very decent mono blue Voltron commander. Something you don't see too much of. But yeah, its power can get giant, and it's the makings of a good Voltron deck. Later in a game, you can one-shot people out of the game pretty easily. So yeah, Charix, pretty cool. In the middle, we've got Zombie Caller piloting Thriss Nantuko Primus. Target creature gets +5/+5 until end of turn. Interesting little commander. Looks like they're doing an insect thing here. See a bunch of insects in play. Champ's gonna put a Sword of the Animist on Kraum. They're just swing our way. It's not the best. And then they do nothing. Makes me nervous. Yeah, we've already untapped the Mana Vault. Academy Ruins is a card. Doesn't do that much for us in the moment, but it's a land. Play the land. Think I'm just going to hold back right here. We have a lot of nothing going on. Actually, we can flip day into night is what we can do. So there we go. We flip Vadrik over. It'll get some counters on it. It becomes a 2-3. Gauntlet of Power. Well, this is going to be naming blue, and we have a couple islands in play, so it's not the worst for us. Be really good for KO, though. We can just find a draw spell. Really? We're going to Field of Ruin the thing? Not even that, right? Like, that's the one that people would shoot. Funny story, we could actually cast this out of the graveyard now, if we find a card that'll allow us to do that. I suppose we could have Deflecting Swatted that, but I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Oh, what color do we need? I'll go blue. There's a couple triple blues in the deck, I think. Opponent gains a life. Gonna swing this over to Champ, thank God. He does have a lot of power in play. He'll scry 1, and then he'll draw 2. Giant Ataphage coming in. Yep, another insect. So it looks like Insect Tribal over there. That, I think, I mean, we're probably looking at that Blasphemous Act now. Unless Champ's got some sort of instant speed thing. Duskshell Crawler. Another insect. Enters battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Each creature with a +1/+1 counter has trample. That's terrifying. So that one will have trample. That's already got trample. Yeah, make that one a little bigger, why not? Telling opponents more instants and sorceries, please. Swarm Shambler coming in. Fungus Beast. Enters with a +1/+1 counter. Whenever a creature you control with a counter becomes a target of spell an opponent controls, create a 1/1 insect creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on Swarm Shambler. Very interesting. Opponent goes no attacks, deciding not to be highly aggressive. There's a lot of open mana at the table. That's definitely the type of thing that can make you a little nervous. But also I can tell he's not trying to just like blast someone out of the game. Because it's like half your life, more than half of ours. Solemn Simulacrum, yep, get that value in before this Blasphemous Act comes down. Oh, funny story, we can copy the Blasphemous Act, and that would actually kill the 17/17. Gonna swing over to KO, the 6/6, yep. 3/3 into Zombie, Sword of the Animist. Our final opponent, by the way, is Champion of Thune, piloting Kraum with Silas. He said it's a Grixis value deck, more so than combo or anything like that. So, so far he's living up to the reputation. He's ramped really well. A couple turns of Sword of the Animist, drawn a bunch of cards with Kraum, drawn a bunch with Muldrifter. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And he passes. Back to our turn, Mana Vault. Come on, card draw spell. Locust God is at least something we can do. Let's start looting. Are we using the Mana Vault? Yeah, we'll use the Mana Vault. Oh, right, our islands make double. Never mind. Actually, no, that still works. So use an island, use a mountain. And then we will try to activate the Locust God as many times as we can. Probably in response to something. Yeah, I don't really feel like going anywhere on this board. We'll pass like that. I can make insects too. Pass like that. Opponent's gonna tap their Key to the City on our commander. It's already in the second main though. Just trying to get it tapped so they can do the thing. And they're gonna draw with the Key to the City. I mean, he's drawn a lot of cards, right? He's been drawing multiples a turn for a few turns with the Stealer of Secrets. Charix coming in. Yep. Controls 5 islands. Ethereal Usher. Target creature can't be blocked. All the unblockable. And Passwall Adept also can't block. He's kind of running everything out there, but Champ's still got that Blasphemous Act. I'd be holding some stuff back right now. So KO attacks Champ with the Stealer of Secrets, gets the Aqueous Form Scry, and draws his 2 cards. And here's an Azusa coming in for Zombie. KO's going to put Can't Be Blocked on the Giant Ataphage. It's not ideal. Cultivate for opponent. Oh, they have mana to pay for it. I really want that Cultivate. Really want that Cultivate. Oh, they give it. I think they give it to us. There it is. There's a Cultivate. Nice. Card advantage, finally. It does give us something we can discard, too, to the Locust God. Let's get an island and a mountain. Go mountain into play tapped. There aren't a lot of creatures in this deck, but somehow we've drawn most of them. There's only 11 creatures, and I feel like we've got half of them in play. Thriss coming in. Yup. Put a +1/+1 counter on Ataphage over to Champ. Big one our way. Yeah, it's not the best. I think we're going to throw some stuff in front of it. I don't feel like taking 17 is a bit much. Throw this thing in front. I think throw the Locust God in front. We might start our Locust God plays now, too. We need that one. Yeah, we'll probably be fine without Baral. Throw Baral in there. Oh, we should have activated the Locust God. We could have got some insects that we could also throw in front. Whoops. Activate the Locust God. Another land. Discard the land. Ooh, our tokens are 2/2s. Assuming they don't all get blown up. Do this again. Heuristic Study is a card that can help us. Discard the island. 2 mana floating. Doesn't look like there's anything we can do. We'll go ahead and let the combat resolve. We go to 22. We do lose a bunch of creatures, which isn't the best, but Locust God comes back to our hand at the end step. Yep, makes it a really nice blocker. Zombie saying you're welcome for the Cultivate. Champ has a lot of mana. Looks like an X-Spell. Sure, I'm not going to like this. Commit. Okay, there are worse things. Does not give us the copy. Dockside Extortionist. Don't underestimate the power of the Dockside. Gross. I mean, he can do so much with that amount of mana. Solemn our way. This looks like the Blasphemous Act play. Sword of the Animist. Block the Solemn. Oh, he did say he was going to wheel. Here's the Blasphemous Act. Yeah, we'll copy. There's a world in which, like, we could probably try and convince Zombie to deal with that, to go kill Champ after, but, like, we can't necessarily stop him once that happens, so Might as well just blow everything up here. Also, we have doubled mana off the thing still, so we can do some stuff, although we're probably going to lose our hand. Hopefully we draw some reasonable things. Yep, each player shuffles in their hand in their graveyard and draws 7 new cards. Hey, Locust God and Niv Mizzet came back to us. Also, Rhystic Study. Love it. Love it. He's going to cast a bunch of stuff. Makes me sad that Rhystic Study is not going to be in play. Although, everyone else just picked up 7 cards, so they'll be casting a bunch of things. I don't know that we'll have exactly enough, but if we go Niv Mizzet, Locust God, Rhystic Study, that's a pretty good place to be. Silas Wren coming in. So far, we have mostly missed the spells in our deck. Might need to rebalance things a little bit. Kraum coming back to play. Equips the sword to the Silas. He's a coffers in play. We have Tectonic Edge. I might Tectonic Edge the coffers. You can just make so many plays with that. Brings it back to our turn. We're going to leave the Mana Vault tapped. Here's a Pongify. All right, let's get Niv Mizzet in. All right, there's no colorless in this one. Triple blue, triple red. Pretty rough on the casting cost. It's in. Let's get the Locust God in. Kraum will draw. This is tricky. I really want the... Yeah, we should get the Rhystic Study. Oh yeah, we can cast spells with mana off these things. We have 1 floating, 1 there. Play the Tectonic Edge. I guess we're gonna have to wait a turn on the shooting Cabal coffers, but get the Rhystic Study in. And we pass like that. Key to the city. Charix, the Raging Isle, coming in. Looks like they're gonna pay for the Rhystic Study. Stealer of Secrets coming in. We don't draw. Infiltrator's Mage Mark. Can't be blocked except by Defender. It's not the best. And somehow we drew 0 cards through all of that. Tribe Elder in. Rhystic Study. We draw. It's a Trinket Mage. We get a Niv Mizzet trigger and a Locust God trigger. We'll start picking Champ. Illusionist Bracers. They pay this time. Equips the Bracers to the Tribe Elder. Nice. Plays a Ranger's Path. That'll trigger Niv Mizzet and Rhystic Study. I suppose Zombie did give us that Cultivate when he didn't have to, so we will not shoot his thing. There's the Celestius, so we'll probably think about our commander. This can gain us life too, I think, right? You gain 1 life. You may draw a card if you do discard a card. Yeah. We make it 2/2. We ping Zombie. Ranger's Path. 2 more landfalls. Gaining life back. Yep. He has a lot of mana. A lot of mana. Scry Temple for opponent. Be nice if we ran into a counterspell somewhere along the way. Champ's got a lot of mana, a lot of resources. Makes me pretty nervous. 5/5 coming our way in the air. Might throw a token in front. Gets a land. Yeah, we'll preserve our life total and throw a token in front. We probably could have blocked with Niv Mizzet, but there's a lot of ways that could go wrong. So, yeah, this is just safer. Plenty more insects where that came from, as long as the Locust God sticks around. Here's a Toxic Deluge X6. Rhystic Study. He pays. We draw. Come on, counterspell off the top. It is a Finale of Revelation. It is very interesting. We'll go... It's KO's turn to take 1 damage. So we'll lose Niv Mizzet, which kind of sucks. Niv Mizzet's really good. Do we try to cast some stuff on the way out? Charix will stick around. Maybe we blow up the Charix then. Actually, we don't have enough to do that. Never mind. For some reason, it costs more. Why does that cost extra mana? Pongify? Oh, maybe there's something on Charix. Oh, spells like target it cost 2 more to cast. Okay, yep. Yep, we'll just let this go then. Locust God trigger. Nighthawk Scavenger. Vandal Blast is not amazing. Yeah, that's not great. We lose significant mana production. Could be tough to keep casting the Locust God. Vampiric Tutor. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, really? This hand is reasonable. Probably going to get worse. It's fine. Crackle with Power is a card. We need mana, though. Oh. Commander Blackblade Forged. Mana? Noxious Gear Hulk. Question is whether Champ has a counter or not. Still has 6 cards in hand. A lot of mana up. Charix getting destroyed. Sword onto the Nighthawk Scavenger. Got 5 mana left. Don't know if there's a counter in there. Locust God comes back. I mean, the Locust God would probably bait the counter if they had it. Vandal Blast gets rid of 6 things right now. Maybe we just move to try and slow him down. So, Tectonic Edge on Cabal Coffers. Oh, you know what we could have done? We could have Academy of Ruins the Soul Ring back to the top. Soon. Maybe soon. Shoot the Coffers. Oh, Vandal Blast is gone. Yep, we lost that one. I mean, just get the Locust God back into play. Play Buried Ruin. Play a Sword of the Animist. Swift End gonna shoot our Locust God. It's not ideal. He tapped out right there. I don't know if he has a counter, actually. So next turn we might try Crackle with Power. Locust God comes back. Crafty Path Mage makes a creature unblockable. We draw. Capsize is a magic card. Rogue's Gloves. Into Dockside Extortionist. Yeah, our turn's coming up. We just need to hope Champ doesn't wheel again. Seen quite a few wheels go off. Renata coming in, Ristic Study. Thousand Year Storm is a magic card. Broodhatch Nantuko. Whenever it's dealt damage, create that many 1/1 insect creature tokens. Lightning Greaves for us. Infested Roothold. Protection from artifacts. Whenever the opponent casts an artifact spell, create an insect. We draw. Sorcerer class. No max hand size. Helpful for what we have going right now. Rishkar's Expertise. That's a card. We draw. It's a signet. Into Escape Shift. Keep drawing. Propaganda. What is he going to do with this Escape Shift? Field of the Dead, maybe? If he did, that'd be good, because that would force Champ to probably do something and get his thoughts off of us. Gonna gain a lot of life is what he's going to do. He gets himself Temple of the False God, Mosswort Bridge, Blighted Woodland, Field of Ruin, Myriad Landscape, Path of Ancestry, Opal Palace. Nothing game-breaking, just a lot of good utility lands. And he's going to gain a lot of life for all this stuff coming in. Plus get a Hideaway. Primal Growth, kicked. Draw a card, land, Armillary Sphere. Ristic Study. Moonsilver Key. Still looking for the counterspell. Muldrifter. Fist of Flames. That'll be good for getting extra copies on the Thousand Year Storm. Nice cheap spell. Opponent's gonna... It was evoked. They draw 2. 5-4 coming our way. 8-4 into Zombie. Sword of the Animus trigger. We go down to 16. Zombie's at 35. We just need to not die right here. Hope this isn't a Torment. Looks like an X spell. It's a Kraum. Kraum is fine. Notably casted in the second main, so not getting the attack off. Sword onto the Kraum. Brings it back to our turn. Voltaic Key is interesting. We're going to hold off on our land play just in case we need more colors. Don't know exactly what we need yet. So, yeah, start with the Dockside. Try to get this in. Hope it doesn't get countered. It did not get countered. 13 treasures is pretty good. Let's cast our commander. Kraum will get a trigger. Cast Blackblade Reforged. Put that on our commander. Now we start casting some spells. Probably actually don't really have enough mana for the Thousand Year Storm, which makes me kind of sad. Let's see. Yeah, because that'd be 6. That would use up a lot of our mana. Oh. We can capsize the Dockside is what we can do. Yep, that's a play. Now we can do it. And finally getting a trigger from the Sorcerer class. Going to do 1 damage to each opponent. Opponent's going to Sat's Will. Each opponent sacrifices a creature they control with the greatest power. Oh, that's not ideal. Ristic Study. Come on, counterspell. They pay. That being the case, let's Volakut Awakening for a bunch. I mean, I guess even as long as the capsize goes off, then we're fine. Yep, Champ's going to scoop right there. Okay, with that being the case, we don't really need to Volakut Awakening much anymore, so we'll just cycle like 2 cards, I guess. We'll cycle 1 card. There's a Rift. Actually, funny story, Dockside is much less effective now. Get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's not nearly as good. 9 total mana, 10 if we play a thing. Yeah, let's just try it. I think it should be enough. Zombie Scoops. And Crackle with Power. We have 10 cost reduction. Should be pretty ridiculous. X is 3. Let's make it 4 if we can. There it is, 4. Oh god, I don't know if we can cast it. Crackle with Power, targeting that and that. X is 2. Oh, we need red, I think that's probably the issue. Can't click OK, which seems like an issue. Maybe if we go down 1. We need red, and we need red. And then if we adjust this down to 9, I think this should... There we go. Done. And we probably should have fired off this thing first, but... hopefully this takes us home. Thousand Year Storm, Sorcerer class. And, oh yeah, there's 2 more. We should be good now. Hey, he goes down on the first one. All right, Vadrik. Kind of a very non-aggressive game from our opponents. That's turn 11 right there. We did not do much for quite a while in the game. We're just kind of sitting there waiting. So here's the deck list. I think the deck list definitely needs way more spells. So some things I'm thinking about. Concentrate. Keeps you from getting stuck. You get a little cost reduction on it. It's going to be pretty good. Plea for Power is very similar. Maybe live without a Thaumatic Compass. We could probably live without the Ozolith. There are definitely reasons why you could certainly keep it. Do want to get this spell count up, though. Get rid of the Voltaic Key. Let's add in a Mana Geyser. Fist of Flame, not really that impressive for this deck. Apex of Power, though. Add in that one. That already probably tightens this deck up a little bit. We got a little bit better card draw, especially in the early game. A few more spells in the deck. Would love probably another burn spell in there. Could definitely be good. But for now, I think that'll be a little bit better than it was. So, yeah, I definitely need to retinker with the balance of this deck a little bit. Get the spell count up to a nice place. Probably needs a few extra lands, too. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Help support me and save 15% on singles by using the promo code REPLAY at mothershipaTX.com. Commander Replay t-shirts, available in orange and colors beside orange.